So hi guys, thank you so much. I'm so excited that we are doing our episode 2. Basically, it's Let's Talk. I am Angel Waringe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Keep subscribing. Kwanza hit that bell.
Ding.
Ding. So I'm excited. Why? Because finally I have brought the girl who gave me my awakening. Her name is Tina Kaggia.
Yeah, the voice.
It's out of her story that I remember, and I've said it over again, and I had to look for her, and I thank God for her because she was so receptive and she agreed for this interview, because her journey, when I watched her for the first time, gave me my first awakening. I don't want to make this about me, and we are going to have this talk. It's not an interview. We are talking basically girl to girl as she gives us the experience. Remember, I told you guys, look up to us, but we have stories, and this is a beautiful story, and I want you to just listen to Tina Kaggia and what she has to say. For those who are wondering who Tina Kaggia is, Tina Kaggia, you probably know her from Classic FM, but right now she's at Nation FM, doing her thing. Amazing radio presenter. She's an amazing soul with an amazing story. I hope this blesses you, and I hope this also gives you an awakening as well. Hi, Tina.
Hello.
How are you, girl?
I'm good.
Look at you.
How many years has it been?
It's been the first time I ever met you. Do you remember I was here?
Yeah.
At the Kenya National Theatre.
Yeah.
And it was, well, I met you through your ex-husband.
Yes.
JB.
Yes.
And I remember that particular day we were having a show that we were opening, and I found you upstairs with the Who Is Who.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you were so smitten, and I remember JB saying, baby, I really need you to meet my good friend.
Yes.
Do you know Miss Morgan? You're just like, And I sat next to you, and for some reason we had never met.
Yeah.
But we had a 5-minute flawless conversation.
It was amazing. It was so amazing.
So I go home a few months or maybe a year later.
Yeah.
I get a text from my mother telling me, I need you to, are you at home? I said, yes.
Mothers and always checking out.
But then my mom still is your biggest fan.
Oh, wow.
Yes, mothers aren't they amazing?
They're amazing.
That
They're
time I was at my deepest hole of alcoholism and depression.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I remember when I was opening my show, it was called Nuts. I was a judge.
Yeah.
But I had such a bad hang down.
Yeah.
And I came upstairs to ask for a drink.
Yes, I
remember.
remember.
And then that's how I met you.
Yeah.
But do you know, that was the first time ever that I actually took a drink before I performed. I have never done that before.
What was going on that day?
I was in a hole. I've been talking about being in a hole for such a long time, but I don't want to make this about you, about me.
Yeah.
It's about you.
Yeah.
And I also want to tell you guys, I want to thank you so much for the constructive criticism. I've been fighting to get over Miss Morgan. Miss Morgan, well, basically, Miss Morgan drove me to be a shining star.
Yeah.
But Miss Morgan also came with a very dark, empty. And I've been fighting to get over Miss Morgan.
Yeah.
And just be on my element and be Angel.
Yeah.
Waringe.
Yeah.
So Tina, I need you to tell them, for those who missed, exactly how your journey started. You'll just start where you're coming from, where you went to school.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we'll just start from, and by the way, she looks like a girl.
I'm old.
Tutaendelea tutajua.
Labda tunaweza sema miaka for the first time.
Hatusemi miaka lakini experience itasema tu miaka.
Yeah.
Welcome, Tina.
Thank you. So school, wow, I've been through a bunch of schools. Nursery, Flora Hostel, then went to Loreto Valley Road for 2 years. Went to Consolata Primary until class 5.
Amazing schools.
Very good schools.
That just shows the determination in the parents.
Oh yes, they invested in our education. Then after, where was I? At Consolata. Class 6, left Consolata, went to Serare School for 3 weeks.
Is this choice of the parents or choice of
Parents,
Okay.
yeah. I've never really had issues with a school.
All right.
Yeah. Then went back to Consolata for the rest of the year. Then did class 7 and 8 in Makini School. High school, I went to State House Girls.
Ah, look at you. That means you're a bright girl.
Yes.
Going to State House those
Thank
days.
you, Jesus. I know.
But this was there. So going to State House those days.
Imagine.
Ulkome pass.
Imagine. Alafu, our rooms used to be only 8 in a room. And after 4 o'clock, wear your home clothes. You know?
Wow,
I should send you a photo. I was just like Aliyah.
Sio kama sisi tuliambia no food stuff. You forget the chicken that you left at home.
Unabeba na tumbo.
You will drink, eat, sleep, githeri. Protein is the weevils.
But they don't even know what these things taste like. Thank goodness.
Really?
Yeah. Us guys never had weevils.
Wow, so
even used to eat chicken and chapo.
Hizo tuliacha nyumbani.
Nakwambia. Kau kubeba na tumbo shauri yako. So campus, I ended up in Daystar University.
Wow.
Then I dropped out of Daystar University.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and after dropping out of Daystar University, I realized, why? Your options are looking slim. Go back to school.
Wow.
So I went to Catholic University, graduated second upper.
What were you studying then?
Communication. Yeah, I wanted to take literature as a minor. Then I changed my mind at some point. Yeah,
Wow.
because I love to read. So campus, yeah, graduated from Catholic University, Tangazo College. That's where the media branch is. Then before I graduated, I started looking for work.
Yes.
Yeah.
What sort of work?
Media work. Initially, I wanted to be a DJ. But my folks couldn't see the vision at that point, understandably. You know, when you grow older, that's when you're
at
like,
that point,
I get
even
it.
DJs were not really, even acting was not really like respected.
Yes.
Because that's why we still have that question. So apart from acting, what do
What
you
do you do?
What's really
Yeah,
riles
it's
me
like it's
up?
not a profession, yeah.
Totally.
I know even on radio here, you're paid to talk. See, everyone has a mouth.
And they think it's easy.
Yeah.
You go try and talk to a cloud.
For 4 hours.
Unasikiza tu majibu.
But, yeah. So, yeah, before I graduated, I started looking for work. Yeah, and my mind was stuck on Radio Africa. You know, that's the case, the classic, the East
That's
FM,
where you
XFM.
started?
That's where I started. But I was actually chasing XFM, the rock station. Then I ended up on classic. See how God works. Yeah, then at some point, I got poached. I went to 1FM.
Poached?
Yes.
That means your talent is up there.
I thank Jesus.
Hala. No,
Yep.
you're an amazing person to listen to.
Thank you.
And my mom is your fan. Please say hi to my mom.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? You have an amazing daughter, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
and thanks
you.
for standing with her through everything. Yeah,
Yes.
parents are very important. Very,
I'd
very
be in a
important.
trench if it was not
I
for my
know.
mom,
Yeah.
my dad, my family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, Tina, when I first listened to your interview, when my mom asked me to watch it, for some reason, I was at home,
Yeah.
not in a bar,
Yeah.
drinking,
Yeah.
as usual. I listened to you,
Yeah.
and it's like you were telling my story.
Yeah.
We went on until I was like, hey.
Pull up.
I sat down. Ati?
Yeah.
Nimesema ati hii na hii.
Yeah.
That was with Kaleche Mumu at that point.
Yes.
That was at K24.
Yes.
And like I said, you're the first person who gave me an awakening to realize it is okay.
Yeah.
Yani this big star
Yeah.
is talking about this.
Yeah.
She's talking about it is okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, thank you. And
Yeah.
then that's when I sat down and I said, you know what? Indeed, I do have a problem.
Yeah.
Because I'd not sleep without drinking.
Oh.
And that time, at that point, even, do you know when we met? And I remember we shared, you told me you're Mama Imani.
Yeah.
I said, I'm also Mama Imani.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that time my girl, I think she was like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
First of all, Tina, ulini shock, ukaniambia. But you're older than me, but I'm like, it's okay, we're not talking about age right now. You told me about your children. You're a mom.
Yeah.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 kids.
Wow.
My first one is in high school.
Walitokelea wapi? Hebu kwanza tumuone.
Hapa tu. Hapa tu.
Oh, wow.
Tiny woman.
How old
Push
is your
3
first
babies.
born kid?
She's turning 15 in June.
What's her name?
Imani.
Aba Imani.
Mama
Napenda.
Imani's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Second born?
He's turning 7 in June. Yeah, then my third born turns 6 in January.
Amazing.
Yeah, beautiful kids, amazing, fun, clever, smart. Yeah.
So we went ahead and talked about your depressional points.
Yes.
Which I have gone through.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, just talking, I've realized has been so, how do you say, therapeutical for me?
Yeah.
Is it therapeutical for you?
It is. It is. Let me tell you, like, Before, like after I actually acknowledged that I was depressed and things were falling apart and my life was falling apart, up until the point I spoke about it, I felt like there was this weight. You know, like you have a monkey on your back.
100%.
Yes. So speaking about it, it really took a lot of convincing, yeah? Because in my head, I was still like, but I'm Tina Kaggia. Like, do I really want this out there and everything? So, Kaleche, love you, girl. Kaleche had approached me for quite some time.
Momo.
Yeah.
That's the interview I watched.
Yeah, she approached me for quite some time. She was like, you know, just talk about stuff and everything.
Yes.
So I consulted with my dad, asked him, Pops, hey, there's this thing I'm being asked to do. I don't know, what do you think? Yeah, because I trust everything he says. Told me, do it, you know, for your own peace, you know, for your own clarity. And you never know, you could help someone.
Let me just stop you there. You're talking about your father, which I realized you highly speak of.
Yes.
Meaning they knew the situation you are in.
Yes.
And they have accepted.
Yes. Because like the time when I actually accepted that I was depressed,
yes,
and I checked myself into a facility, they found out the next day.
What do you mean checking yourself into a facility?
Wow, interesting story. I like that I can laugh about these things these days.
Good.
So there's this friend of mine, he's a shrink, and he'd been telling me, yo, you're not in a good place. You're depressed. And I was like, I'm not depressed, you know. Maybe I'm a bit sad, yeah? Maybe I'm a bit unhappy with how things are working out and everything. And then someone else highlights to me, I know you like hoodies and everything, but you're always in a hoodie, you're always in shades. You have your headphones, but you're not listening to anything, because I'd stopped listening to music. So this friend of mine insists, you know, just go see a doctor, pal of mine, see what she says. I was like, whatever, sir.
I know.
So we go, and I talk to this amazing lady, and we talk, and she tells me, Tina, you're depressed. You know what I told her?
You laughed it out that
I laughed. I told her, I'm Tina Kaggia, I don't get depressed.
Hala.
And she tells me, you know what?
Who do you think you're talking to?
No, she told me, you'll bring yourself back, yeah? And if you don't bring yourself back here, you'll end up somewhere in a body bag.
What?
And I was like, whatever. 3 weeks later, boom, I checked myself in.
What made you go back? What is it that happened that made you go now check yourself in?
I was having crazy, disturbing thoughts. Crazy. And I mean crazy ones for, if I walk in front of a bus.
Wow. Suicidal thoughts?
If I fling off a balcony.
That's a sign of depression for sure.
Yep. That's
Suicidal
when I was
thoughts.
like, this is madness now.
All right.
Yeah.
So
and I never used to open my curtains. You know, I hated the sun. I hated music. And I'm a music junkie, like from birth. I grew up around music. I've always loved music. I was not listening to music at all. Like, it was annoying me.
So what used to make you happy? If you're not listening to music, you are closing the curtains. That's definitely
just being asleep, because now you're not really thinking. You know, like your brain is still having its activity and everything, but you're not consciously there. You know, you just want to be out of it completely. So for me, I'd sleep. And it's not even a proper sleep. You know, it's that sleep for, yes, I'm in bed. Yes, my eyes are closed. It's just that I don't want any human contact. I don't want sound.
Why?
I don't want anything.
Do you think this is a point where now you're feeling you're being judged, or you have low self-esteem, or you know consciously I'm not doing things right?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of factors, yeah? Like at that point, you don't really care about anything, and especially not yourself. You know?
I know.
Yeah, especially not yourself.
I so know.
So it's once for, I don't want to speak to people because I don't need anyone trying to get into my head and ask me if I'm fine. Because, you know, I mean, you're in the media. You have to wake up and smile and look pretty.
Exactly.
And tell people nice things.
Yes.
And, you know, fans want to talk to you.
You know, I can so relate.
Yeah.
Living that life for the society.
Yes.
Then going back behind that door.
Yeah.
And breaking down.
Yes.
That emptiness.
Yeah.
Because me, I can relate to emptiness and darkness. And a place of not realizing, oh my goodness, how am I going to get out of this? How did I get here?
I know.
Did you have those questions as well?
I did. I'd ask myself that every day. There's a time I was somewhere I think we're having lunch with some guys who used to work at Radio Africa. And then, hi Mike Mondo. So, I had a meltdown. And I mean, insanity sort of meltdown once for you're crying, you're almost on the verge of screaming, and just started. Like us guys were chilling and it just started. That's when you start seeing,
you have an emotional thing inside that is coming out, but you don't know what is coming out.
Yeah. Because like even I saw him a couple of, I think like 2-3 months ago, and I was reminding him, do you remember that day? He was like, yeah. And he was like, it was bad.
Let's just go back a bit. You said you checked yourself into a facility.
Yes.
Which facility is this?
Chiromolin.
All right.
Yeah.
So that means you are talking to like a shrink or a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
What were you guys talking about when you found yourself there? I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
know this
No,
is
it's
a
fine.
bit-
You know, you see, I say these conversations need to be had, yeah, because people
Exactly.
don't go into the nitty gritty, and that's how we have a lot of people offing themselves or in places even worse than what us guys went through.
Yes.
Yeah. So we talk about everything, like, you know, how have you been the last few years? What's been happening? You know, what goes on in your life on a day to day and everything. You know, just sort of trying to get you to that point of acceptance that, you know, you need to see things differently, do things differently. You know, and honestly speaking, antidepressants are
Oh, the appeals for antidepressants.
yeah.
So you went through those ones.
Yes, I did. I was on treatment for quite a while.
What do they do to you? What are they supposed
You
to do?
become lethargic, but I guess it's different for everyone. Yeah.
Explain lethargic for those who
Like
don't know.
you know, like the way when you wake up in the morning and you slept for maybe 2 hours, so you're tired. Yeah. So you're just
Unproductive.
there. You're unproductive. And I was adding a kilo a day.
Oh, they make you grow bigger?
Yeah. For some people, yeah. So I was
Alright.
adding like a kilo a day. And so you're like, and that time it was gearing up towards my sister's wedding. So for like a week before that, I was like, no, I need to starve myself.
How many are you in your family?
5.
And you're
I'm the middle born. But they
middle
say I behave like the
children.
last born.
But we middle children, there's something, eh?
Is there?
Yeah, I guess so. So, did you ever feel like the industry you are in also contributed to you going into your depression or?
I wouldn't say contributed, but I'd say compounded. Because let's be honest, yeah, people have said a lot of things about people in the creative space, in the media space and everything, because
We are easy
we're put on a
targets.
pedestal, yes,
We
and
are
we're very
easy
easy targets. You see, you as Angel, you'll tweet something, and the same tweet, someone else will tweet it, but you'll get backlash because you're Angel. You know, you can't wake up and have a bad day. You can't wake up and say, hello, I don't have tokens. Because what you'll see online after that, oh, you
Well,
misused your money,
money.
oh, you did what, oh, we
Exactly.
always knew, you had to jifanya, you know.
Exactly.
So it's harder when people are seeing you because you have to look happy.
Exactly.
You know, because you're also scared of people saying you look unhappy. Because now people start digging into your lives, you know, like the bloggers and everything.
Totally.
Yeah. So it really compounded a lot. And of course, because it's out there, even as I was going through it, people had started seeing the cracks in the relationship I was in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're also trying to avoid people seeing that. So, you know, create a facade, you know. You're that person who, you walk in, you do your show, you leave, you go cry in the car, and you go home. Yeah.
So, did your depression lead you to alcoholism?
I wouldn't say alcoholism, but I was drinking a lot. I was drinking a lot. Like, I do not ever dispute that. I was drinking a lot because I didn't want to think. You know.
Yeah, then you're looking for something that is just going to suppress, and yet it's even.
Alafu nilale.
And then you wake up with the same situation, doesn't change.
Yeah. That's the
Then you
problem
think
now.
you're going to get that
That's the
drink
problem
again.
now. I mean, I tell people, don't drink when you're
Down.
down, or even when you're extremely happy. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, because for a lot of people, when you're extremely happy, then you calm down. There's something like, I don't know what it is.
So
Yeah,
when do-
just chill.
So
You know, like when you're
alcohol is
chilled, you know. Yeah, like when
After
you're chilled.
hours.
Yeah, when you're just chilled.
Unwinding.
Not this thing for, yo, I'm having a bad day in the office. Let me sneak you over here, have a shot, and go back. That thing is counterproductive, completely counterproductive.
Oh
So yes,
my
I used to
goodness.
booze a lot. I used to booze a lot.
So, at that point, when I first listened to you, you're working for Classic.
Yes.
And then,
Then I disappeared.
did you leave the job or were you fired?
I left. The first time I worked at Classic, was poached to 1FM, then was poached back to Classic. And then for almost a year, I don't think I've ever said this, for almost a year, in the back of my mind I was like, do I really want to be in this industry? Like, I'm getting tired.
Wow.
I'm
He's
getting tired.
preaching my
Yeah.
same story.
Yeah. So I was like, disappear. You know, you have no backup plan.
Yes,
You don't know, but you want something different, yeah?
totally.
And then my brother, amazing guy, at some point, then you're like, whoa, but I actually need something to do. Maybe I should go back to the media. I was like, do something different. Learn a new skill set. Do something you've never done. It's going to expand your mind.
I like your brother already. Is he
He's
single?
amazing. He's married, Mr. Banjuka. DNA Banjuka.
Thank you, bro, for that
Yeah.
amazing advice.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
eventually, you know, think around like what's going on around the world, what's a nice or something that challenges my mind, because my mind is very, my mind never
Fast-paced.
sleeps. Yeah.
It's
Creative.
no, sorry, it's just smart minds.
Yeah,
We are like
thank you.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, eventually I ended up working at Sport Pesa, which at the time
Wow.
was the fastest growing company in the world.
Yeah, and so we thank your brother for the amazing advice.
I know, you know, at first it seemed crazy because I was like, this is all I've ever wanted to do, you know, apart from DJ, like this has been my life and I want to go back to it. And he asked me, are you actually ready to go back? You know, I was like, you know what? Yeah, so do something else. Yeah. And that's how I ended up at Sportpesa. And it was fun. It was amazing. I learned so much. Like, I think that's actually one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my entire life, doing something different. Because at times you need to step out of that box, you know. Because as not human beings, Africans, yeah,
Totally.
we were programmed to believe by these colonial guys and everything that there is a time frame for everything. You know, finish school at 18, get your degree by 22, have a baby by this age, get married by this age, retire by 40, have your own house by 45.
And
you
so
know,
we are having
it's
a
nonsense.
rebellious generation because we know better than that.
Yes, exactly. And our kids are even better off, you know. Like, they wake up and actually tell you,
they have an opinion.
Yes.
Which you have to listen to, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a friend in the industry, I won't name them. They were telling me how their firstborn daughter was saying, because they're currently homeschooled, they were like, yeah, you know, now I feel like I'm actually ready to go back to like a school, but it needs to be a mixed school. So the parent asks why, and this kid is like, because you see, at the end of the day, you guys think teenagers, I don't know what goes through our heads, but we'll still interact with boys even on holidays. So I might as well go to a mixed school and learn how to interact with them now.
Do you know, Tina, you're preaching, I don't know why you're just talking, I don't even know what to say. Because even how I'm bringing up Imani, I'm just a single mom with my daughter.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm the father. Like today morning, she said, oh, I didn't really enjoy that shower, Mom. I'm like, why? The water is not hot enough, so make sure by the time I'm coming from school, you fix that shower.
Yeah.
Unaongelesha nani? But I know she probably didn't voice it really well, but I have heard you.
Yes.
She needs to enjoy her shower.
Yes.
So that's how I'm like, God, if there was a money, that's how you would have handled that.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how these kids are being brought up, and us guys didn't have a voice. We feared our parents more than respecting them. With this generation, they're watching things they know, hey, this is my right. They're more exposed.
Yes.
I've learned a lot even with my phone. They're more technologically enabled, or it's me who's just very ignorant.
These kids are quick. These kids are quick. That even we're having a conversation with, I think it was my bro still. Was saying, remember, like when us guys were kids, then maybe you see, oh, Auntie Nani or Nani has had a baby. Babies used to have their eyes closed for like a week. Remember? Sindio. And then these kids,
now after 3 months.
these kids are born looking like owls. They're like you better
do some food.
Yeah. You know, so it's like they're advancing even from birth. You know, So it's a different situation. Yeah. And something I've learned, like even through depression and everything, right? You see, like the way, and I don't blame our folks or their folks because they didn't know better, but us guys do.
They're just setting out the rules that were given to them.
People didn't have opportunities to talk. You know, like little kid, Imani can come and tell you, I'm very stressed right now because of ABCD, For some people, your parents would actually listen and say, yeah, okay, what's going on? What? But a lot of parents will tell you by the...
Are you even going to voice that problem?
There you go. Yeah. So for a lot of people, that was also a problem and has contributed to a lot of cases, But me, in my case, I know at least the folks used to listen.
Do you think we are, because of that, we are affected generation?
Yes.
Because we didn't air out what we wanted. Because I find myself bringing up my daughter out of what I wanted.
Yes.
I needed these clothes, that's what I get her.
Yeah.
The affirmation of I love you. But they know that I didn't come from a very loving family.
Yes.
But that affirmation, I'm proud of you.
Yes.
That is
very
good
important.
work. I felt it is okay you felt Kiswahili. You can't be good at everything, but keep putting the that affirmation.
Yes.
And indeed, I see the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, this child has hurt my feelings. Kitamwambia, you go deal with it. I'm like, it is okay. If that child has hurt your feelings, walk away.
Yes.
Walk away.
Yeah.
You know, do you feel that we are an affected generation?
Yes. Our generation, a lot of times we lack emotional intelligence.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
We lack emotional intelligence. And that's what brings a lot of people down, especially men. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I know some tragic cases, very tragic cases. Yani, a guy will wake up, tells his boys, me I'm feeling ABC, they tell you, after Jobo, you guy bana. So we get the local. Shot after shot after shot. Yeah. Tomorrow, same thing. I know someone who did that and eventually told them, say Peter, the digs, they come back. Yeah. That was it. Wow. That was it. Because people don't talk.
This is it. And one thing I also noticed, you're very big with family, because I'm big with family.
Yeah.
And this is what happens. And this is, I think most people are having so much like sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
I hope I'm saying it the right way.
Yeah.
Or feeling that I can't go home and talk about it.
Yeah.
And then you trust a total stranger with your secrets, with your issues. And then you tell that stranger, this is what I'm going through.
Yeah.
And really, you know what? They really don't really care.
Yeah.
And then you die.
Yeah.
And probably that person you trusted with your problems didn't even attend that funeral. And the family is left wondering, because ndio watakuzika.
Yeah.
What happened to our child?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you see, there's something I can't remember where I came across it. I think it was in a friend's book, talking about how secrecy builds shame. You know, like now, for instance, let's say you call me and you want to tell me something, right? And your first thought is, but if I tell Tina, how do I know she won't tell a blogger? How will I know she won't tell everyone? How would I know she won't?
I understand.
So you feel that shame for, I don't want to be rejected, so I will not say it. And that's how depression gets people. You're scared of what people will say, people will think, no one is going to understand me. You see, there's already so many voices in your head by the time you get depressed. So many, and none of them is pleasant. Yes.
Everyone knows me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get depressed. I know how to handle things, you know. Yeah. What will bloggers say? You know, so many things already falling apart. So once those voices start hitting left, right, center, you know, you keep thinking about something. Notice, like if you think about, say, Tonyaus the whole day, you're going to dream about a cat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah? So if the whole day your thoughts are, Angel is not good enough, Angel is going through this, am I even worthy of this, I can't tell anyone. What is processing in your mind as you're asleep?
It's when
Those
you
thoughts
say
get
that,
darker.
because you know, when you just check my today's status in the morning when I woke up, because
Yeah.
I'll always put a status of how I feel.
Yeah.
I said, you are your thoughts.
Yeah.
Whatever you are attracting, because me, I believe in the power of attraction.
True.
Whatever you choose to attract positively, if you have, kwanza alinifanyia ni ngoja aone.
And you keep harboring that.
Anga, no msalisha move on.
Kitambo,
Hata
hakumbuki. Yeah, or even if they know what they did to you, do they care?
They don't.
Yeah. So you're buying your burdens and a burden that should not be yours. Yeah. And let me tell you, forgiveness is not an easy thing. Yeah. But if it gets to a point where you say, tell God by the mina nasikia hivi. Yeah? You can't shock God. There's nothing you tell me like, pull up. You know, like when did this happen? You know. Yeah. So you tell God, nivi na nivi. Yeah. And you also have to purpose to forgive someone. Yeah. Forgiveness is hard. No one should ever lie to you that it's easy. You know.
It's not.
Yeah. But once you start letting that go, things start to
Because
shift.
for the longest time, I've also been struggling with forgiving myself. Not even people.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
Jili, I know nimekosea watu wengi sana. And
Yeah.
I can't reach out right now and say, now that I have this awakening and I'm still work in progress.
Yeah.
I can't really reach out and say, sorry, by the your time, I was angry, I was depressed. Not everyone will understand.
True.
But I can tell myself, I'm healed.
Yeah.
There are those who don't want to see me because I probably said a very insensitive thing to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was in that moment when
Yeah.
that devil was there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Because that's a devil. What is this? An evil spirit.
It's a
Sijui
dark,
ni nini na
it's a
inakujanga na nini.
darkness. It's a crazy darkness.
Yeah. But it is okay not to be okay. That's what
Yep.
my sister says.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
It really is. It
she
really
also
is.
has it is okay to not be okay. But imagine it is okay to accept you're not okay.
Yeah.
And just having this conversation is
Yeah.
out there. You know, I'm getting a bit emotional. I don't want to. It's okay, Tina. So, let's move to the love of the family for you.
Yeah.
When did they realize you had a problem?
They knew for a long time, but no one knew how to reach into me. You know what I mean? Like
Who's
you
the
always
first
tell
person
people,
who did?
I'm not too sure who it was. But I know my mom sensed it from very far. You know, mothers. Yeah. So I'm not too sure. Because that time, you know, you're living in your own bubble. And it's an ugly bubble. You know, it's a very black, terrible bubble, you know. So you don't know, a lot of things just fly past you and everything, yeah? But that time when I checked myself into Chiromo, the next day is when, like I told you, they found out. But no one was shocked. You know, and for, it was almost like a sigh of relief. There's also that panic and everything. Yeah, but people had been seeing it. I was the last one to see it. You know, I was the last one to see it. But family had my back. You know, the same people who at times you'd avoid because you don't know what to tell them at that point. Like, you want me to come home, but I'm not feeling like anything. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to move. I don't want you guys to ask me hard questions, you know. Yeah, but family, one thing I'm grateful for and I thank God for, not everyone has that privilege. Famo was always there, even when I didn't see it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because for me, if it was not for family, I'd probably also be dead.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Kikuyu and my mom kept saying, I'll just say it in Kikuyu, I'm sorry. Johi otire hede ere yaka, nego vika evikaga. It will take you down. And it has taken people down, you know. And for me, my pops also told me, you can't just choose not to drink and depress yourself into this alcohol. Is it? So guys, you know, with Tina, we'll just keep talking and talking. We're taking a lunch break. I can't have enough of this girl. We'll have to break this to part 2, which is going to be next week. Follow our story. We're talking. It's deep. You need to listen. God bless you.